Hey, what's up, guys? For anybody out there who might be following my channel, I'm gonna do some intuitive channeling. So, I'm also going to anchor. Ooh. I'm gonna anchor my signal into the guys and girls out there. So this is a secret channel, which means it's secret even to yourself. What is happening in like a deeper region of intimacy that you have with your subconscious mind. So actually this reality works in a way that, well, let's say if I say imagine a cloud and imagine an elephant, imagine a beautiful partner, whether that's man or woman, partner like of your dreams, or your prince or your princess or your king or queen, or you know, whatever they will be. It may be anime characters which are hot sometimes maybe like hotter than usual average human, because they're anime characters. So whatever you imagine, it is your subconscious mind that becomes the canvas that holds that shape, that image. Okay? So how this works, many people believe in Jesus because that's something that we can actually put a face on, because God wears a million faces, but ultimately it has, you know, no actual shape or form. So it can come as mandala, it can come as geometry, it can come as Jesus, it can come as a cat or a mouse. But many people, they see Jesus talking to them. Jesus came in my dream and he was saying, so it's always your subconscious. Whether it's like a horny porn star trying to seduce you, or Jesus talking to you, or something scary, like a scary monster trying to eat you. It's always your subconscious mind that is creating the other, the image of the other. And this also happens in the physical reality experience, but let's not go into that right now. Just let me mention that, because it's going to be easier to just understand, first of all, when you're dreaming or you're playing with your imagination, that it is your subconscious that is creating the imagery. Okay, so notice something now. You imagine let's say $1 million, and maybe you're a millionaire watching my video right now, and you imagine $1 million and you be having a relationship. Okay, I imagine my $1 million of something that I have. You may be somebody who desires to have $1 million, so there will be different intention when you picture it. Okay, you imagine, let's say, the devil. You imagine the devil, a scary dude with horns, and the devil is making you scared by, and it's safe to imagine it because like it's happening in your imagination and you are creating the devil. Okay? So but the devil is going to be doing to you something that's really the worst thing that you can imagine. Whether that is going to be frying you in a pan and you're going to be a pancake, or and if you are scared of the devil, or you're scared of your own subconscious or whatever, do it as a cartoon. Okay, do it as a crazy cartoon people. The cartoon makers, they make all kind of weird situations happen in cartoons, and it's fine because it does not look very real. Still, the archetypes that are being played are the same. So for the sake of this exercise, you're going to imagine let's say this money, because this world is all about money. So you imagine the money, and then you imagine the Jesus, and you feel your relationship to Jesus, like, hey, what's up, Jesus, my bro? Hey, my $1 million, maybe some tension there. Okay, I'm feeling burned out from working. I don't even want it. I just want to rest. That's what my relationship to $1 million is right now. But you imagine the devil. The devil is like telling you shouldn't behave in the way that's whatever, right? Or doing the worst thing that you are afraid of to you on purpose. Okay, that's the devil basically. He's actually what you're most disgusted by, what you're most fearful from, what you're most uncomfortable with. The devil's just doing that straight up in your face. Because he's evil. And so what are we doing here? You're flexing a muscle. I'm calling your subconscious mind and your imagination a muscle. But actually, it is a flex to sit down and feel how you feel as subject in relationship to object, whether, or subject in relationship to other. So you are your own first person, your own subject, and you're having different verbs or relationships, just like grammar, in projection to your God, your devil, your money, your honey, your bunny, your everything. Okay? Sometimes this relationship may be a mixed bag of feelings. Like I have ambivalent relationship to my money or honey or bunny, because it's a mixed bag of feelings. It's like I want it, but I don't want it because and then last time, like, I'm really attracted to him, but he said like and he was then acting like such a douche, and so I don't know what, so it can be a complex relationship to that. However, all the intentions or relationship energetics are contained inside of you as a record, and everybody you have ever experienced in your life before, whether it was like object like coffee or watermelon or money, or people like your mama and papa and siblings and childhood friends, all of these relationships and anything that you remember, all the impressions that you have about them, they are stored in your subconscious memory. Because your consciousness in a game where this game doesn't have another entity, your prima materia, your consciousness. So there is no other actual. There is no Mr. and Mrs. Smith on the level of consciousness. Who is Mr. Mrs. Smith? It's Brad Pitt and what's the wifey, or I don't know if they're still together, Angelina Jolie. So it's consciousness incarnating as two, and then playing those two, and then also everybody else while we're at it. Like, why not? Like, if we can want to be two, why not multiply and be just like everybody? So in order to even be able to pretend there is somebody in particular, it splits itself into the projection of the subject, and projection of the object would be subconscious, unconscious. There would be like a wall Okay, where, for example, let's make this a funny analogy or simple analogy. What if I what if I put my head here, and so I don't see, like with my eyes I don't see my body, and then how can I explain this to you? If I don't see my body, and then I see my legs coming out of here, but like I don't know they're my legs because I don't see they're connected to my body. Okay, and I want to be like, it's kind of like this. There's a wall. Okay, through like this imaginary wall, it's installed there. You don't see that you're connected to the other because consciousness is invisible. It's everywhere. You are the other, but you are seeing and feeling your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your projections of relationship to the other. And it's cool. I mean, like, you can go into consciousness, feel yourself as expanded awareness, and just rest there, and there will be no other, and there will be no subject and object and interaction. And this is called meditation. And you know, we go there when there is a lot of intentions towards the other. They can get all mixed up and kind of like fragment your operating system, because you want to be playing like you are Super Mario rescuing the princess from a big gorilla, or what's the King Kong, I don't know, Donkey Kong. You want to play that, a little bit of role play, but you don't really want to get lost in too many projections that are maybe incoherent. So like, I love you but I hate you, I'm rich but I feel like I'm broke, or like, yeah, like, I don't have enough money, I'm in fear of like not having enough money, losing money, but I'm like, actually, like, I have few million dollars, but like I'm also like experiencing stress that I'm gonna lose everything. And it's like, so there can be many ambivalences where just the layering and layering and layering of your imaginatory projections or impressions that you collect from everyday experiencing your ice cream, your watermelon, your coffee. And if you do a lot of mental rendering, emotional projection toward that, then you can have a love-hate relationship with coffee. You can a love-hate relationship with almost about everything. And this is where handling objects or people becomes really trippy. And then you want to meditate, because what happens when you are feeling yourself as pure awareness, that is the container of your experience of duality. It is container of your space of awareness, contains me and you and this conversation and everything else. And you are the I am. I am is the you are. It's the infinite space around you, going infinitely to the left, infinitely to the right, infinitely in front of you, infinitely behind you. When you feel that, you are in nirvana already. If you want to shift to that, you are already there. So when you shift into that spaciousness, something starts to happen automatically. Your other, your subconscious, that holds all of the intention of the projections toward people and places and dogs and kitties and watermelons and money, it starts to reverberate and relax those energetic intentions and bring them back into pure state of the purest state of energy. Relaxed energy becomes consciousness again. So energy is just consciousness in tension, and then it can get more and more complex, more and more programmed, and so on. So your meditation, your relaxation, it's burning your karma, it's defragmenting your operating system, so you can come back to yourself feeling more whole, being in more presence. Makes sense, yeah? Makes sense to do from time to time. because you know what, when you don't have love-hate relationship or ambivalent relationship to things, and actually when you become more relaxed, more self-fulfilled from that space, manifestation is really easy, because whatever you project, like an effortless relationship to something, an effortless relationship to $1 million, effortless relationship to your doggy walking in the park, just like that. It can be anything. Whatever you imagine that you have an ambivalent relationship to, you're calling it in and you're pushing it out at the same time. It cannot stabilize into your manifestation because it's a mixed bag of feelings. So it's a half-ass manifestation. However, you choose to imagine that elephant, imagine that watermelon, imagine that like woman with beautiful jugs size 5 resting on your forehead, and you're a baby and you're like mama and you're so comfortable. So whatever, right? Whatever, your Ferrari, if that's something that's even like subconscious can also form itself into image of Ferrari. And so when you then inspect the intention or the relationship that you have to Ferrari, to size 5 jugs, to your ideal husband, hubby, bubby, teddy bear, to like, if you feel the intention and you just look at it and look at it, it starts to relax. And then there's no more intention. Then there's subject and object, but there is no more projection of relationship or any kind of like push or pull. You become one with it. This is the state when we say manifestation, you want to feel like you're one with it. But here's what your subconscious will do once you are one with it. You start to look at that watermelon, that hubby, that ideal girlfriend, money, like what's important actually. Like when you're on this level of awareness, it's all just imagination, but like I'm saying things that are important. It's like money, sex, rock and roll. Yeah, you can be a coffee lover, you can be a pancake lover. Okay, I don't know what rocks your boat. Cosplay, you like to dress as Chewbacca, you want to buy a new Chewbacca costume that was just released. Once you relax into it, whatever the object of your imagination or person of your imagination or anime character of your imagination is now present in the screen of your subconscious mind without projection, without intention. You can tell it now to shapeshift and play with you. Okay? Whatever you're neutral to, you're the master of. Check this out. Now you imagine the money that previously you had intention, like positive or negative, whatever. You relax that intention. Now you can start to tell money what to do. And whatever you tell it, money multiplies, money comes, money goes, money whatever. It just does. And then on the physical, it starts to do the same thing that you're doing in the costume play of you and your subconscious being subject and object. See, everything is already one with you on a level of pure awareness. But if there is intention of subject, relationship, object, then it feels like it's the other. If you collapse the intention, you relax into it, the picture of this Jesus, I imagine I'm like, hey Jesus, and he's like, hey bro, and I'm like, hey Jesus, like high five, and he's like, high five. And I'm like, hey Jesus, you give me some cash, and he's like, sure, how much do you want? He's like pulling a stack of cash, and he's like counting it, and I'm like, give me $3,000, and thank you, I put it in my pouch. Now it may seem like what I'm doing with Mr. Jesus is like just imagination. I'm just like making things up. But do it with something that you feel it's important to. Once you relax the tension, and you will see that that person of interest or object of desire is going to also manifest in the external reality in the exact same way as you role play it with your subconscious. because the physical reality is just a delayed theater of you role playing with your subconscious. It's just a delayed frequency theater. What you assume to be true or experienced in your subconscious mind, okay? Your physical reality needs to render that accordingly, and this is not a push or pull or imagination. You have to do some manifestation technique. It already built like that. It already built like that. Man, I'm so hot when I like just explain the flickr everything. I'm like, I killed that. I killed that. That was like beautifully explained. Like, congratulate Jesus congratulating me. Everybody congratulating me. I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. So there we go. So look, guys, it's kind of like more fun for me than to like relax in meditation and imagine stuff. I love actually playing. Yeah, I take clients to imagine things. I take clients to release the intention and reimagine things. And you know, just discovering the weird, complex landscape of our psyche, it's like super interesting and fun. Always, always, always for me. So if you want to have me as your personal mentor, you know where to find me. I'm already here in front of you. You can hit me up in the comment or something like that. We can work it out. I'm expensive and I'm worth it. And you're gonna be so expensive once we do the playground. Okay, or you already are so expensive if you want to be. Anyway, if that makes sense, it makes sense. If it lands, it lands. For someone out there, projection of my subconscious, let's do some fun stuff, yeah?